Hey, what's up everybody, this is Kyle Record and I'm coming with another video review. And today I'll be reviewing the WWE Elite Series 69, the almighty Bobby Lashley. Yes, finally found Elite Series 69 at retail, finally. I went to Target on Tuesday, and as I was looking around, I wasn't expecting to find anything. I found like Ronda Rousey from Elite 65, AJ Styles from Elite 66, and on the next peg below, I find this. And I almost had like a heart attack because I've been looking for Elite 69 for a while, and I just can't seem to find it until now. Unfortunately, this was the only figure they had, but oh well, this was one of the figures I wanted the most from the set, so I got pretty excited, so I picked it up immediately. And since Target is having like sale on all their WWE figures, I was able to get this on sale for about $15.99, which is actually pretty good. Anyways, before we take a look at the figures, take a look at the packaging first. Anyways, there he is in the box. I don't know if you can see that because the skin tone's dark, you can barely see it. Includes interchangeable hands, first time in the line, which again, it should say, what else he includes. It should say includes hat, headband, vest, sledgehammer, and tire. And interchangeable hands, of course, which is stupid. Anyways, True FX, Bobby Lashley, Series 69. Of course, picture of the Almighty right there. Bobby Lashley down there. Elite Collection. In the back, got a sweet picture of Bobby Lashley right there. We got his stats. You can pause right there if you want to read it. Then we got his bio and career highlights. Oh, sorry, focus. There it goes. So you can pause right there if you want to read it. And then the other figures in the set, we got Ali, Tommaso Ciampa, The Miz, Ricochet, and Rey Mysterio. I really want Ali, Tommaso Ciampa, and Ricochet, but especially Ricochet. I really want that figure so bad. Rey Mysterio, I want to see what he looks like in person first before I decide to get him. And same thing with The Miz. The Miz looks awesome, but I really want to see what he looks like in person. Anyway, so that's about it for the packaging here. So let's open up the almighty Bobby Lashley and see what we got. We'll be right back. Alright, so here we have the almighty Bobby Lashley open up and out of his packaging. Now this figure is absolutely incredible. Mattel absolutely nailed it with this figure. For their first attempt at a Bobby Lashley figure, this figure is amazing. I absolutely love it. Anyways, first let's take a look at the accessories. Alright, first up he comes with a sledgehammer. Now we've seen this plenty of times before, with our Triple H figures and a few other figures that have had it. But it's still pretty cool. Very nice sculpting. I like the texture that they used on the handle. Could have had a little bit more texture to it, but oh well. Of course, he also comes with a hat, which we've seen him wear quite a few times. Looks to be the same mold as the hats for the John Cena figures. But it's still cool, you can put it right on his head. Of course, he comes with the interchangeable hands, which are the pointing fingers, which you can use for his trademark pose when he's on the entrance ramp. So that's pretty cool. Next, it comes with a tire, which is very unique. I believe this is the first time that Mattel has included a tire with their figures. Jakks Pacific included tires many times with their figures. Bone Crunching action figures, R3 Tech, Titantron, and I believe they're Ruthless Aggression, Deluxe Aggression, and I believe the Classic Superstars as well, but correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first time Mattel has included a tire with their figures, so correct me if I'm wrong. But it's really cool that, that we have a unique accessory like this. Like, instead of just like, like a chair, or a table, or a ladder. This is something you don't see every day with a figure. It's very nice texture too, and you can definitely feel the texture when you have it in your hand. And it's a very hard rubber, so it's not really squishy like the Jakks one is. Of course, he also comes with a headband, which comes right off. And finally, a vest, which we've seen before on Elite Stone Cold Steve Austin figures. It's the same one. See if I can get it off. It's definitely very tricky to get off, especially when he has elbow pads. There we go. Well, that was a lot easier than I thought. Sometimes it's tricky, sometimes it's pretty easy to get off. Anyway, so here's Bobby Lashley, ready for action. Head sculpt is excellent. Looks just like him, at least in my opinion. I don't know, what do you guys think? Alright, moving down. Man, he's freaking jacked. Now, I do wish the torso was just a tad bit bigger, because Bobby Lashley's freaking jacked in real life, especially up here in the pectoral area, so they could have made that just a tad bit bigger. But for what they gave, you know, the figure, it's fine. Of course, he has black elbow pads, black wrist tape. Now, I see one complaint off the bat, but I'll get to that in a minute. Alright, his trunks says Lashley on the front, and his logo on the back. Of course, his standard black knee pads, which they don't hinder the articulation too much, so that's great. And standard black boots. Now, so far, I have one complaint with this figure. Where the heck is his tattoo? He's supposed to have a tattoo right here on his bicep. Now, if I had to guess, it's probably copyright. But if it's not, then there's no excuse for them not having it on there. So, like I said, if I had to guess, it's probably copyright. Now, I didn't notice it until I looked at my Jack Specific Bobby Lashley figure. And my Jack Specific Bobby Lashley figure actually has the tattoo on his bicep, which I have right here. See, if I zoom in, as you see, tattoo right there on his bicep. Now, first I thought, oh, maybe he had it removed or something like that, but I watched some of his most recent matches, and he still has it. Sure, it's faded, but you can still see it. So like I said, I'm guessing it's probably copyright, but if it's not, then I don't think there's any excuse for them not having that on his bicep. But, oh well. And speaking of that Jack Specific figure, here's a little comparison with the Jack Specific Deluxe Aggression Bobby Lashley figure. I believe it's from Series 7. So I definitely like the expression on this one, but I do like the head sculpt on the Mattel one a lot better because it looks a lot more like him. Now, in my opinion, they had a missed opportunity with this figure. They could have done what they did with Shelton Benjamin from Elite Series 63. Like, they could have had a Chase variant for this figure where the Chase variant is actually a flashback of him from like 2006 or 2007. Like, I would have loved to have had a Bobby Lashley figure from that era. And still haven't lost hope yet, so hopefully Mattel will give us a Elite Bobby Lashley, or even just a basic of Bobby Lashley from that era. Because, you know, that's my childhood. Like, that's Bobby Lashley from my childhood back then. So I would have loved to have seen that and put it on my display. You know, for figures from like 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, like from that era. Because that's my history of WWE. So they definitely had a missed opportunity with this figure. But instead they chose to give the Chase variant to Mustafa Ali, which is fine because both figures are fantastic. Anyways, articulation. Head can rotate 360. Can't look down, unfortunately, but it kind of can look up. Our arms fully rotate 360. They can go in and out about that much. And rotate at the bicep, bend at the elbow, rotate at the wrist. And it does have, of course, the hinge joint as always, but mine's very stiff, so I don't want to force it. So I don't want to break it. Of course, he has the ab crunch, which moves about this far forward and this far back, which is great because some torsos, they limit the articulation in the ab crunch. So this one you get full range of motion, you know, when you move it forward and back, which is great for stop motions or posing. Of course, he has waist, which mine's very loose. The waist joint on mine's very loose, so hopefully not too many people have that problem. Anyways, legs can go forward about that far. And then back to the original position because this blocks it. Rotates at the thigh. Can go in and out about that far. Double jointed knee, which is a good thing the knee pads don't hinder it, which is great. Swivel at the boot. Does have the ankle joint here, but it's very stiff. Yeah, mine's a little stiff, but I can still move it. And then, of course, the ankle pivot, which I actually love, so you can get a wider stance. And that's pretty much about it. So overall, this Bobby Lashley figure is fantastic. I absolutely love it. One of the best figures of the year so far. Yeah, so I'll give this figure a solid 9 out of 10 or a 9.5 out of 10. So I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Because my only complaint is the slightly loose waist joint. And I really wish he had the tattoo on his bicep. Like I said, if it's copyright, it's fine. But if not, then there's no excuse. Because like every Jack specific Bobby Lashley figure has it. Like every one of them that was made after he got the tattoo has it. So like I said, if it's copyright, then it's fine. If it's not, then there's no excuse for them not having it on there. So if you're a Bobby Lashley fan, and if you can find this figure, definitely snatch up if you can. Sorry, my cat's being a little mischievous. Anyway, so pick it up if you can. Solid 9 out of 10. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to follow me on social media. Like my Facebook fan page. Follow me on Facebook. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Links are down below. You can check those out. And you can message me anytime you want, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys. Bye.